ladies and gentlemen, has won in 3 categories. The best private bank in Finland, the best private bank in Norway, and the best private bank in the Nordics. And this institution is Nordea Private Banking.
Welcome to PWM. We are here in Geneva at the awards ceremony for the Global Private Banking Awards 2014, and I'm joined with Jukka Perttula, Head of Private Banking Finland at Nordea. Good evening, Jukka. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. How are you?
Nordea scooped many awards this year, including Best Private Bank in the Nordics, Best Private Bank in Norway, Finland, and was also highly commended in Denmark. So congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
How do you feel about winning all these awards?
Naturally, I mean, it's a great pleasure to win awards. At the same time, the biggest award for private banker is once you have happy clients. But I mean, we are very proud of this, and naturally we are using this opportunity to thank all our employees. That's great. Feels good.
Good. In your opinion, what are the key projects, innovative projects that you've implemented last year that have really made a difference in terms of improving client service, improving client experience?
Yeah, I think first of all, the main thing may be that we are a very large asset manager. Our asset under management is over 250 billion euros, making us one of the largest in the whole Europe, and we have been very successful in asset management, and naturally the return what the clients get, that's very important. That's probably the first thing. The second thing is that we introduced about a year and a half ago a project which is called Meetings Worth Sharing. And that means that in every meeting we measure how happy the client is, and afterwards we look what kind of scores we get. I'm very proud to say that yesterday when I left Finland, I saw that in a scale from 1 to 10, the satisfaction index was 9.07. So that's probably the second thing. Then we have also put quite a lot of effort in our processes and so forth. So clients are pretty happy.
Okay, so putting clients at the center of private bank is the philosophy.
Absolutely.
For Nordea.
Absolutely.
You mentioned investments. What do you think are the key challenges today in this low yield environment? What kind of investment solutions do you recommend to clients?
Yeah. I was hoping for that you are asking what are the key challenges, and then I would like to have mentioned the low yield environment, but that's naturally is one of the very key challenges. How to attack that? I mean, there is no magics in there, and naturally you have to be very good in wealth planning, look the things really through, what are the customer needs and so forth. However, you cannot change the environment where we are living in. I think that we should be probably a little bit better in alternative investments field. That's probably one of the things where we should be a little bit.
So this is a key focus area for Nordea in the future?
Yeah, I mean, to say that it's a key because naturally we have the whole variety, but it's naturally one of those. I think we should investigate a little bit more and try to find alternative yield sources for our clients.
And with regards to challenges, again, in terms of regulation, it seems that the private banks and wealth managers are about to be hit by a major storm with MiFID II. So what kind of challenges do you think private banks face?
Yeah. I mean, naturally the regulation. If you look what has happened in UK, the RDR and everything, what that has caused, that's naturally partly worrying us how it will affect the continental Europe, also the Nordic countries. MiFID II naturally is one of the major things. However, I think that naturally we have to be compliant. I mean, there is no other way. But naturally it means that we have to put a lot of resources into that field.
What are the major sources of wealth in the Nordic countries in terms of client segmentation?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good question. I think that it's pretty sort of international phenomenon that naturally the entrepreneurs, I mean the business owners, they are probably the ones who are carrying the biggest pots, if you like, into the bank. However, we being very near to a retail operation and having a good cooperation with retail, that is naturally one source, if you allow me to use a terminology like feeding the clients to us. But I mean, we have put a lot of energy into business owners and entrepreneurs. We even have dedicated private bankers who don't do anything else than that. That's the one thing. The other thing is naturally the wealth planning. I mean, you can get something in asset management, and I'm not sort of underestimating it, but at the same time, if you can advise, for instance, in generation shift, how the things should be formulated and done in a family level or in a company level or in total level, that naturally is a great thing. And there we have done a lot recently.
In terms of markets, countries you focus on in the Nordic, which ones are the key priorities today for the bank's growth strategies?
Yeah, I mean, we are operating in all the major Nordic countries. I mean, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland. I naturally know best the country I'm responsible for, and that's Finland. But I mean, we can see a lot of opportunities in all of those countries. For instance, Finland, our market share is already almost 40%. We have asset under management over 21 billion and so forth. We are growing with the high speed, both in Sweden and also in Norway. At the same time, in Denmark, we are very, very, very proud bank and do a great job.
So if you look at the growth opportunities, where do you think they are today?
I think that relatively, probably the biggest growth opportunity is in Sweden. Also, I feel that also in Norway, because we have already so high market share both in Finland and also in Denmark. However, being, I mean, good there, we have enjoyed great flows also this year and last year especially.
Well, good luck for the future, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.